the other day, and we're talking about arachnophobia. And there's a whole bunch of rotten wood, and it's an outdoor shed, and I was knocking wood out and stuff like that. And there were lots of spiders, daddy long legs. And yeah, I mean, I'm not the kind of guy who would say, crawl on me, you know what I mean? I wouldn't try and touch it. I would hit it with a hammer. So maybe I'm a little bit. SJ Kikinan says, counterphobia. Is that when you're scared of going into a diner and going up to the counter? I think that's what it is. 5 days drive east, yes, that's right. I'll be driving, you guys. I've got to tell you, and spread the word here, because the Laugh Out Loud that Run will be in a little bit of state of flux for the next couple of weeks, because after Friday's show, I'm gone for 2 weeks. So we'll talk about that later. What's coulrophobia? Abnormal. Okay, a fear of clowns. Coulrophobia. Abnormale. I like that. Abnormale, right? That's what I feel right now with my abnormale little nutsack getting shaved off. The USA doesn't do metric, sorry. Diddly-ding, miles. How many miles is it out there? Now, a kilometer is about 2.2 miles, so basically it's twice. It sounds like it's twice as far, but you know what I mean. So you can divide it in half. It's about 2,500 miles, something like that. I guess that's about right. Out to Nova Scotia from here. Diddly-ding. Oh, you pronounce it SJKI, Keenan. Nice. All right. So by the SJKI, what is it all about? If you're talking about phobias, Maine lobster and Nova Scotia lobsters are the same, except Nova Scotia is more to the north. Yeah, it's just over top of Maine, on the eastern side of the North American continent. Now, here's the big one. If you're talking about phobias, Ustreamer 42230 has stated her case and said, Zenglossophobia, fear of foreign languages. Wow, that's just in. So when you go to Toronto, or you can't travel if you've got Zenglossophobia. Have you ever heard of that, Cal? Zenglossophobia, fear of foreign languages, right? If you're talking about that one, coulrophobia, and coulrophobia abnormally is fear of clowns, and I've got fear of. What about fear of genitals? Has anyone got that one? You know, it's all about. Yeah, just shave. I've got fear of my genitals in this scenario, because if she. Anyway, we're just growling. How many of you went Google and typed in list of phobias? SJKI Keenan. But you got to change your name, Keenan. I'm going to call you Keenan. Keenan Ivory Wayans. You be Wayans for me right now. Anyway, list of phobias. No, I didn't do that, but I do like it. Now let's get the sauciest phobia before we step off to another great one. Although fear of clowns, I've heard of that, and I like it. Fear of foreign languages. So you're not a traveller. And you've got claustrophobia, of course, the big one. But what's the most twisted phobia you could ever get? Now, if you got, here it is. Colpophobia. Colpophobia. Here we go. What does it mean? I did the clown thing. Okay, Celtic Mac did the clown thing. Nice work. It's fear of phobias. Is that what it is? What is fear of phobias? That's a nice one. It's almost like what's a person who's a hypochondriac has almost got a fear of diddly-ding phobia. No, fear of Ron. That's the one right there. Thank you. I was told in grammar school that America would be switching to metric. I know, and it didn't. No, they wouldn't. It's an imperial empire, right? They want everyone to have to deal. You know what I mean? I fear I'm never going to see anyone else's genitals again. Yankee Pop. That's the opposite of what I was talking about. Yeah, I know. That's the one. I talked to a guy who says, you know, we're going up. Mike Alpha says, a Danish man having surgery on his backside broke wind and set his genitals alight. A surgeon was removing a mole on his backside with an electric knife, and when the man broke wind, lightning, wow, he burned his perineum right out there. A funny fanky. Wow, if you're talking about it. So breaking wind. Have you done the Blue Angel, guys? Anyone done the Blue Angel where you light your farts on fire? I love that one. You know, I did it once, and it was like, you know, we were so nuts when we were kids. Two of us were like bum to bum, and we both went at the same time, and it was like, woo doggies. You know, we shaved. I didn't have to get a trim on my nutsack that day. I'll tell you that. Anyway, HKKY Hickey's in the house. How you doing? Welcome back to the show. Oops, funny Yankee. When you were kids. When we were kids. You mean now? Yeah, I know. People say grow up. You know what I mean? I'm getting a trim. Okay, here's the one. Vulnerability, fear of wet dreams. So, what is it? Onorogmophobia. Onorogmophobia. One irog, uni. You know what? Are you scared? The guy with the foreign language one? Are you scared? Anyway, that was a foreign language. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Hickey's in the house. I love it. 6121-209 says hi. Peace of mind. We're talking about phobias. A fear of wet dreams. Now, have you ever had a wet dream? That's the question. I know it's dicey, but I will tell you my own secret about that. I had one in my life. Did you ever have more than one, Guidewire? One, I think it was I think it started my, adulthood, or whatever that started. Watch it over there, watch it. Anyway, I had one wet dream, and that was the only one I ever had. I can't remember what it was. It must have been sexual. Diddly ding. I never had one. Hickey, get one. You know what I mean? Before you go to bed tonight, for the last 5 hours, just, you know, just stare at something that turns you on and see if you can get your own. I'd like to be able to conjure up my own wet dream, you know, I mean, personal wet dreams. His genitals had been washed down with the surgical spirits and caught fire, says Mank Alpha. I love it. You know what I mean? It's lovely when you're in the operating room and someone's balls get lit up on fire. I mean, if you're going to do another surgery or just on that one, and you get one more phobia or onomagabogia, which is the fear of wet dreams, which you talked about. Okay, I'll tell you one day if you're drinking Mad Dog. Here we go, 2020. How are you? I'm all right. What's going on behind you? Well, I'm just getting a trim here because... Here's another one. Meg Alpha says, merinthophobia, fear of being bound or tied up. Merinthophobia. Yeah, I'm a little bit verklempt right now on this one. I think I've got a little bit merinthophobia. I've got to turn the other way. I like it when they go. You know, there's an agricultural exhibition that comes to Regina here every year, and of course they show off the cattle and they show off the sheep and they show off all the stuff. And when they, you know, these bulls, they're getting a hairdo, they're getting their hoofs, you know, all done up, and they look better than I don't know, human beings look because they're so trimmed up. But they put a ring right through their nose and they keep them locked right down. You know what I mean? So you've got this 20,000-pound bull sitting there shaking while the kid is trimming his nutsack. Anyway, tuterophobia. Yes, tutophobia. It's a fear of the German things. Sure. What's that one? Greetings, friend. Sure, 61209. Welcome. We're talking about phobias, which seems to be kind of an interesting little thing. Hickey's been in the house saying, just kidding. I don't need to have a wet dream. Well, maybe you don't. You might not, but you might. You never know. Wet dreams are, you know, they're a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some people like it, right? Some people only get lucky in their dreams. Anyway. Yes, Ron, I've had more than one wet dream. Really? Nice. He's a gasha. Greetings, friend. Hedonophobia. Fear of feeling pleasure. Hedonistic. Hedonophobia. Right. That's a bugger, isn't it? So you start feeling good and you start feeling bad all of a sudden, so you don't feel good. Hedonophobia. I guess Oedipus Rex did not have hedonophobia or hedonophobia. I love it. What's up going on behind you? Hickey says yes. Just getting a trim here. Oh. You know what I mean? She's going to cut me one of these times. What do you do here? What do we do here? We do this. We talk about syphilophobia, fear of syphilis. I've got it. Don't you mean? Do you have that one, you know? No, we don't talk about fear of syphilis. What we do, TalkingDog.tv, diddly ding. We do puppet shows, we do the 10th Dimension show, we do the guide show, we do the Laugh Out Loud, the Drawn show. We've got new shows coming up. I'll make the offer again, people, because there's more people than ever there was. If you want to have your own show and be part of TalkingDog.tv, all you've got to do is contact us at info@talkingdog.tv. info@talkingdog.tv, and we will get things going whereby you can have a channel on our site, and biddly ding, you will be. So we're trying to make everybody all around the world come together and make this great thing. Xenophobia. What's that one? Xenophobia, isn't that fear of what? Fear of people who have fear of things? Anyway, Ron, this is great. Ron is the greatest thing to happen to the internet. Thank you. That's a very big compliment. Ron, even better than porn. Ron is the greatest thing. Thank you. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're talking about it. A juicer. A fear of a juicer. What's a wet dream called for a girl? A juicer. Nice word. Jason's opening up and flapping his wings a little bit over here in porn land. Anyway, so what do we do here? Yeah, if you go to talkingdog.tv, you can see what we do now. We've got puppet shows, which are off the chain. We've got a whole stack of Laugh Out Loud with Ron shows. We've got foreigners. I've had dry dreams. Yeah, I've had plenty of those too. I'm having one right now. I'm having a dry dream while she cuts my back, while she trims my back in my nutsack.